So we are in the last week of March. Water levels look pretty good in southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois for a good morel season. Stuff's still got to wake up though. So good morning, everybody. This is a little pond here near my house. It's a public pond here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I'm going to see if one of the first spring signs is up yet. And we've already got snowdrops. Snowdrops blooming, crocus blooming, daffodils coming up a little bit. But I'm in search of skunk cabbage. This really cool early flower that looks like something prehistoric. And that's because it's one of the only plants I know. I mean, there may be others in other parts of the world and whatnot, but it can regulate its structural temperature and warm itself a little bit, even if it's freezing out. So that's like a few degrees. That's super cool. They call it, nickname spring furnace, and also skunk cabbage stinky. So the stinky spring furnace, baby. So I'll take a little walk by this pond and going over to some marshy spots, and we'll see what we can see. I can now hear spring birds in the morning, cardinals, and there was a robin outside of my picture window a few days ago at sunset singing his little avian lungs out. I'm starting to feel the rush of spring. Nature's lounge chair. Nice. Having myself a little rest. I didn't see any skunk cabbage up yet, so we've got a ways to go here in northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. We've got weeks to go, and not even ramps up yet. So as soon as those skunk cabbage are up, I'll put a picture in here for you. Should be within this week. Well, am I blind or what? I just said they weren't up yet, but guess what? Here's the flowers. And they smell bad, and what that does is attracts the first flies to come and pollinate these flowers here. It's pretty cool. Look at, see the pollen? The pollen on that puppy? Yeah, and they also smell bad. Yep, so skunk cabbage are right on time, maybe even a little early. Remember I said morels might be popping up early. Yeah, ooh, I'm sinking in the muck. There's another couple of them for you to see. There's one there, yeah. And a whole bunch there. Oh yeah, skunk cabbage. The male American robins come a few weeks before the females. They stake out their territory and they like grass and they run around on it. Some places there's like a whole bunch of them kind of vying for the best spots to get the ladies. Run, Robin, run. Yeah, second rest stop. Now we're on a bench. I prefer nature's lounge chairs myself, right on the trail. Okay, so you're excited about mushroom season. If you're further south, if the red buds are blooming, get out to be shrooming. That's usually a really good indicator. Some dandelions popping up. Yes. If they go to seed, oh boy, get out there. You might miss it. Yeah. I'm excited. Just 39 days till morel season. That was counted as May 1st. You know, actually 38 today. Yeah. Oh boy. Little creeping Charlie here. That greens up fast in the spring. Okay, so if you're new to shrooming, get out to a local park like once a week, even starting when it's snowing out, and look for the right trees, and then check for the signs and mark down the dates of when things bloom, when you first see things, like me and my skunk cabbage, crocus, snowdrops. That's like the first wave of stuff. Then there's this non-native bulb called a squill, Skilla, I believe is also another name for it. It's a blue nodding flower with a couple lanceolate leaves that pops up after that. And you're gonna see the first dandelions, pussy toes, things like that when you're getting close. Bloodroot pops up almost like a week to 10 days like clockwork before morels come out. It has a really cool like flower that's covered by its leaves, almost like the leaves are wrapping the flower like praying hands to protect it from freezing. And then when the sun comes out, they open and the flower opens. So when you start seeing all that, you know, week by week, you're going to learn better by going out and seeing what's coming up. And then following along some of these pages that have, you know, morel sightings like the great morel. And then you're going to know how they're creeping up and how that matches the spring signs. And pretty soon you won't need the map. You're going to be able to look at the spring on your walks and know, oh, morels are 10 days away or 14 days away. You know, and this is barring microclimates. There are warm places that warm up early, but and you want to start with your south-facing areas. They're going to green up first. You'll notice that with the flowering too. The flowers will come earlier on the south-facing, southwest, you know, where the sun beats down. So, you know, keep your eyes open and take notes. You know, just type it into your phone real quick. You know, snowdrops bloomed March 7th, and then take a picture, and your phone will tell you that date. And then next year you can look back and compare. And so that's one of my strategies for the newbies to kind of learn your spring. So now I'm taking this little city trail. There's a giant old cottonwood I like to give a hug to. And people, you know, used to make fun of me, make good sport of me for my tree hugging, my literal tree hugging. And oh, now there's some science behind that. Apparently trees emit these chemicals, and if you stand near them, touching them and whatnot, the chemicals can boost your immune system, and it's sort of like a little shroud around all the trees. And they do this. My guess would be, you know, the bigger the tree, the more of that happy juice you're gonna get. So we're coming up on an old friend, this really big cottonwood. And I photographed myself in front of it before. I'm not going to do that this time. I just want to go up and get my hands on him. He's just past this little bridge here. You can see his trunk on the left. Yeah, I've had an affinity for nature since I've been a little bitty thing. He's surrounded by junk. He's protected. He's got a shroud of branches, but that's not going to stop me from giving him some tattooed granny love. Gonna step over this stuff. Look at here. Oh my gosh. Look at the furrows in the bark. Look at how far my hand goes in there. These furrows. Oh my gosh. Oh. Give me your happy powers, tree. I love old trees so much. I love cottonwoods. I mean, gosh, look. I mean, holy crap, he's big. Big boy. I take another round of that. Give me your happy chemicals. I never named this tree. He's a giant. Wasn't that fun? When I see stuff like this, I'm thinking it's an old sulfur shell because of this kind of yellowy color and the bigger structures. You know, but I mean, there's a chance it's a Berkeley's polypore or a hen of the woods, but my guess, a dead sulfur shell from last fall. Yeah, you see a lot of cool stuff out in the woods.
Thanks so much for watching today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it.
So close.